get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the interception, here's Ryan. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards there, the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll try the draw, Lindsay. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he is in. Touchdown. We're going to take a first-quarter lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Seahawks 0. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Up to make the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Fourth down.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
4-yard line.
Hey, wait. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Again,
Ryan. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Third and long, it's Ryan. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Gay missed it. Pulled it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of you.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And this one is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Quick throw complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger caught left side. Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Will Redmond. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A.J. Green, 79 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Hey. 4 down.
On first down, Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Check 43.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. Completion here to Claypool. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second and 11 now. Ryan. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Ayuk.
Lions
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
loss on the play. It's fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Damian Williams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game.
28. Seahawks 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
The 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And that'll make it third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That third down conversion good for 23.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Seattle.
Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Seahawks 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Khalif Raymond now. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
By Fletcher Cox. A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Ryan. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Philip Lindsey, 30 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Dolphins 35. Seahawks 24.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, it's Roethlisberger. They set up the screen for Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
First down, Seattle.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
25 yards.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
32.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Screen pass to Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Robinson.
The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Ryan wants to throw it. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 42.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Ryan now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
42.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next